Alright, so in this video we're going to be breaking down why Clawdbot is just a complete scam. I mean, sure, it's a real thing, but the purposes that it's being used for are just ridiculous. So if you have any interest in AI and Clawdbot, then you should probably hear this, not just because of Clawdbot, but because of what else is to come and what other things are going to come out like Clawdbot. So first of all, Clawdbot was pushed by crypto grifters. I mean, that's the biggest market here. People were making coins about Clawdbot. And so you see, why do you think you heard so much about Clawdbot? It's not revolutionary. Like, we're already in a decentralized AI economy. Like, this stuff's already coming out. It's no better than just Claude itself. So there's no reason for it to get all the hype, except for the fact that it was social media accounts, maybe sponsors, pushing this and pushing that Clawdbot coin, which I'll talk more about. So it was basically just pushed by crypto grifters. Clawdbot goes semi-viral. Peter Steinberg, open source, the owner, open source AI assistant, 60K plus GitHub stars, gains traction among developers. Anthropic sends C&D trademark dispute over Claude versus Claude, forces the project to rebrand. That's why if you are using it, you saw it go from Clawdbot to Moltbot. I don't know where they got Molt from. But yeah, and I'm sure you all know who Anthropic is. So chaotic rebrand creates window during the rename. The original account Clawdbot on X, GitHub originally briefly became available, and GitHub.org, blah, blah, blah. So basically because of that, scammers seize old handles. Bad actors immediately squatted on the abandoned accounts and obviously, tried to profit for their own good. Fake Claude token launched on Solana. Scammers use the hijacked accounts to pump a fraudulent token, making it appear affiliated with the legitimate product. And this did really good. I think it hit almost a $17 million market cap relatively quick. And then when the owner came out and actually said that he's not affiliated, it got dumped. Well, token hit $16 million market cap. Speculators FOMO and thinking it's the next big AI coin. And then token crashes 90%, now sitting around about half of where it was after the scam was obviously exposed. And as you can just see here, this is just so important. Like, you're going to hear so many of these AIs coming out, and anyone who can take a certain angle with it, trying to profit off of its virality, they will. And when you look at Clawdbot, it's not really doing anything revolutionary. I mean, look at these Twitter posts here. I run Clawdbot on 3 old Android phones, Twitter research, market monitoring, Telegram chats, daily summaries, private groups, signals flashing to my main phone, running on cheap models like GLM4 Flash when okay to save on Claude Sub, blah, blah. It's like, for anyone who understands that, it's just like, you're not making any money is what you're trying to tell everyone. Set up Clawdbot to text my wife good morning and good night every day. Also casual how are you messages during 24 hours, it was having full-on conversations without me even being involved. Maybe you should get a new wife or grow up. You're clearly not making any money with it. Again, everyone's losing their minds over Clawdbot, but nobody's talking about the 300 plus tokens bill you'll rack up in 2 days just automating basic stuff. Yeah, the tokens are unbelievably pricey. There's a massive premium on the actual usage of Clawdbot for something that's really just essentially like a Claude wrapper. For anyone who understands what AI can do, it's like this guy up here. It's like, bro, you could have just used any other AI in the entire world to do that. Anyone who understands this, clearly he knows nothing about AI. This has been around for years now. Anyways, what else do we have? This is just a big scan of instances hosting Clawdbot with open gateway ports, and a lot of them have zero. So basically, people, most of the people, they don't even understand. But and I'm not going to get into this because you probably won't understand it. But they're just, well, if you understand this, then you understand this. But it's a huge security risk, and there's so many things like Clawdbot that you could use that won't have these the security risks and all this data being exposed. And we're finishing up here, but I run Clawdbot on 3. Okay, we already talked about that one. Gave Clawdbot access to my portfolio. Trade this to 1 million. Don't make mistakes. And somewhere on here, it's just going to be a course that he's selling, like, how I use Clawdbot, how I use AI to, make $1 trillion trading, right? So it's just people, sort of grifters, pushing their own agenda and trying to benefit off the virality of it. It's like 25 strategies, 3,000 plus reports, 12 new algos. It scanned every X post, charted every technical trade in 24. Like, it just doesn't work that way, right? Like, it doesn't work that way. So basically what I'm saying is, Clawdbot's not going to help you make money. It's like, there's things that can do what there's been things that can do what it does. And it actually does a really poor job at it. Like, it's not even good at what it does. And what it does, like, other things have already been able to do. So it's just a step towards decentralized AI, and adopting it. But, it's just one of the many steps that we're taking there. And, just overall, I wouldn't recommend using Clawdbot. I don't think it's beneficial. I think a lot will come out that will be way better. But Moltbot or Clawdbot, whatever it is, I'd say it's really nothing that lives up to the hype, essentially. But with that said, I hope this gave you a little context about what we're going to be seeing a lot of, right? We're going to be seeing a lot of this. Every time a new AI comes out that's flashy and has good wrapping paper on it, there's going to be a bunch of grifters who try and make a ton of money from it. And that's just exactly what we saw here, is a bunch of people trading scams, crypto scams, rug pulls, people trying to profit off of really something that shouldn't have really gained any hyper traction in the first place. Well, anyways, I hope you learned something or were entertained at least. And thanks for watching. See you later.